D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds? So I just finished The Bad Batch and episode 13. And I think it was something like Planet Overrun or something like that. I can't remember the name of the title. It doesn't even matter. Anyways, so this episode was okay. I just and I've said this on all of my other reviews. By the way, I don't know when this is going to go up. I've had some problems with my computer this week. So hopefully this goes up on Friday. It might have to go up Friday night / Saturday morning. Sorry, this stuff happens. Anyways, so this episode, it was pretty good. I didn't hate it, but the problem that I'm having with this season, I've said it in pretty much in every review, is just I love this world, this Star Wars universe, but I don't like the Bad Batch. I mean, I don't dislike them. They're just not exciting to me. So I'm trying to really get into it to where I'm super excited about it, and I love every episode and I love all the stuff. But right now, it's just pretty much for me, it's like a guessing of who's going to be the cameo next week. I mean, last week and the week before that was Hera, which I loved those episodes. Those episodes were good. I did like them, but I think that it was more because it was Hera was there and we got to see her. And the Bad Batch were barely in it. So, but yeah, I just don't know what it is that I just don't like. I can't get into it. And I'm really trying hard. I really am. I'm really, really trying hard. Because I love Star Wars. I love this world. I love the ships. Well, not all of them. I think the Bad Batch's ship is really ugly, but for the most part, I like the ships. I love the worlds they go to, all of the aliens, all that stuff. I just don't know what it is, Okay. I'm going to break down this episode and everything and tell you the things I liked and the things I didn't like. So they go back to this planet. I can't remember the name of this planet. They mentioned it a couple times, but the planet where they always go back to, their home base and everything in this city. And I like the look of this city. I really do. And then they land and everything. They get out and they're walking through the city and they see these little soldiers that are right here on the far right or whatnot. And they're new and everything. And they go into Sid's place and it's hopping. It's like there's a bunch of people and they're like, when did this place get popular or whatever they say? Sorry, that's rude. I took a drink while I was trying to talk to you. And then you see the Pikes. Now, I have to be honest. I don't mind the Pikes, but they never show their face unless that is their face. And I'm like, they have ugly faces, but that's not their face. It's like a helmet or whatnot. So then the soldier guy won't let him into Sid's office and everything. So they punch him and then they go in and guns get drawn because Sid's not there. And Omega's like, where's Sid and everything? And he's like, Sid is out. I'm in. But if you are looking for some work, I have some work for you or whatever. And they're like, we'll see about this or whatnot. And he's like, yes, we will. And it's this guy. He's taken over. And he is the son of, I don't remember her name, but she's like a crime boss or whatnot. And I don't remember the name of this species either. I can't remember off the top of my head. They say it in there, but their species is prone to crime and everything. So then she's all like, what about Sid? And he's all like, well, we can't do anything about Sid. And she's like, glad one of you cares about me and everything. So she devises a plan. She said he came in and took everything kind of thing and pushed her out and made a deal with the Pikes and everything. And that he's going to set up a thing to get spice to these Pikes and everything because he's trying to carve out his own little piece of the galaxy, from his mother or whatnot. And she needs their help to sneak in, steal the spice, and then, ruin his deal with the Pikes. I'm sorry. And she's like, we're going to go through we're going to sneak into my office. So they go through these pipes and he's like, what is this? And she's like, Old Man River's mine or whatever. They go underneath the city. Conveniently and everything. So they get on these little things and she's all these Tech is all like, I can get these engines to run, but they got to be a little weary or whatever. And she's like, no sound, we got to do this stealth like. And she's like, nobody can know we're coming and everything. So they do little push cart and everything from old timiness and everything. And as they're going through, they open the doors and they go, and she's like, don't make a sound. You don't want to wake them or whatever. And she's like, there's an infestation in these mines. That's why they had to be closed down. I'm paraphrasing everything. And we'll find out what they are later. Of course we will, because Wrecker here, he drops his flashlight and then she's like, I said, don't make a sound. He's like, it was an accident. And what's really getting on my nerves about this? They're making Wrecker's obviously not the brightest of the Bad Batch. But they just keep constantly use him as a dummy, and it's getting annoying with these tropes. And it's like, listen, I get it. Wrecker's a dummy, fine, but stop using him as your thing that you can do to get them into trouble. And then he, he's like a strong guy and he runs into battle, but then he pusses out over like these creatures that we'll see in a minute. It's all very weird. Like, how many phobias does this asshole have? Like, first, he doesn't like heights. I get that. I'm not a huge fan of heights either. I mean, if it's like really high, if it's like, like if I'm on my roof, I'm not really scared. But if I'm like in a skyscraper, I'm like, and everything. But, he's got the heights thing. And now he's like, I don't know, scared of these flying pixies. What is going on here? Anyways, and we'll see them. And we really don't get to see them, but whatever. So they go through and they don't wake up the hive. She's like, don't wake up the hive and everything. And they don't wake it up the first time they go through. I know. Dun, dun, dun. Of course they were going to wake it up. You knew they were. And she's all like, well, won't he be in an office? And she's like, I've got it planned. So this guy, he starts dropping this popcorn to get Ruby, which is the bad guy's pet. I think the creature was in episode 3. Don't quote me on that. And everything. But so they get it out, and this guy obviously loves his pet. Who doesn't love their pet? I love my dog. And he's like, where's Ruby? Find her and everything. So they're keeping him in a cage to get him out of his office. Here's my question, okay? Why are they hanging out within sight of this dude when they can't feed when they gotta feed the thing popcorn and stuff? It's so stupid. So they get in, they get the spice. And they're loading it out, and he's all like, where is she and everything. And then finally, Ruby, he goes to put popcorn in the thing, and Ruby bites him, and he drops the cage, and Ruby gets out. Ruby's kind of cute. And he's all like, oh, he's like, they're coming, run and everything. And he's like, Ruby, he's like, get them and find them or whatever, or kill them or whatnot. So they're getting the spice, and Tech locks the door to where they can't get in. And he blows it, and then he gets in. He's like, they've stolen the spice and everything. And he's like super mad because, oh no, the Pikes are vicious. So then they're going through the mines and everything. And the guards go through here. They turn on the engines because they don't know about the infestation. And they're going through, and a big fight ensues. But they wake up the pixies. Now, listen, I grabbed some screenshots, but I literally couldn't grab one where you got to see their faces. Because it was all blurry and stuff, which is fine. I get that. And by the way, Omega, is she ever going to really use that bow? She always pops it out, and I'm all like, yo, can you use it instead of just standing there with it? Like, I got it. It's pink. You like it, whatever. But so they're sitting there, and they close the gate, and they get through. And then this guy's all like, where is she? And he's got her 2 henchmen. He's like, we don't know, and everything. And the Pikes come in. And they're all like, we're just going to kill you because we don't need you anymore because you lied to us and everything. And he's like, I will get this. He's like, I will get it or whatnot. We'll figure this out. So then Sid comes in, and the Pikes are there, and they're pissed. And they're like, you stole our spice. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And she's like, we don't have the spice, but we can get it. And he's all like, the girl stays with us. And they're like, no, she doesn't. And they're like, and she's like, listen, we don't want to make enemies with the Pikes. Just we'll figure it out. See, and like this right here is like the thingy, the little pixie thing that they got. And I'm all like, you guys could have showed, like, maybe landed somewhere, and it was like, and everything. We got to see a face, but whatever, it's fine. So they get on the ship, and they're going to go out to the mines where that big crack was. And so here they go out to this little thing or whatever. And I don't like their ship. I really think it's ugly. Yeah, I don't like it. Anyway, so they're gonna lower down Sid and Wrecker, and they're gonna look for the spice. So they lower down. That's a good shot. They lower down, and they start looking for the spice. They find and they send him up or whatnot. And she's all like looking at the gun, like she's like, I'm gonna take it and everything. He's like, don't do it. And then she's all like, why are you doing this? He's like, I don't know. And he talks about like his mother, and she's like, oh, she's whatever they're called. I don't remember what their species is called, but they take what they want. And it's very obvious that he's just looking for the approval of his mother. Who doesn't want the approval of their parents? I constantly look for the approval of my parents. So then Ruby jumps on her lap, and he's like, Ruby doesn't like everybody. Everybody says that about their stupid freaking pet. My dog loves everybody. My dog will love the crap out of you. Come into my house. You could come into my house to try to murder me, and she'd just be like, hey, I want to play. I want to play with you. You're murdering my family. That's fine. I love you. Anyways, so Ruby's all like, friends with Omega. Of course she is. Omega's perfect. Ugh, Omega's so annoying. I don't like Omega. She's brings nothing to the table. Anyways, so they're going through, they get all the spice, they find all the spice and everything. In the last 2 barrels, they're wearing them up and they knock into this thing that one of those, where is it? One of the, that's where they knock into the cart. Sid knocks into it and wakes up the hive. So the hive is woken up. And Wrecker like freaks out. He starts hugging the spice and like freaking out. And I'm all like, what's going on here? Okay, Wrecker can't be the pussy of the show every episode. Like, stop it. It's getting annoying. I don't like that about any show. Okay. You know, it's just like Omega like is the one that's like figures. I don't know what Omega does, but she does it. She's like the compassionate one every single episode. I'm like, this, stop it. What is going on here? Anyways, so Tech sets up a light bomb and they let it off, and the little pixies run away or whatnot. And they get the spice to him, and they're like, "Deal with you is over with, but you're in trouble." And they cut off his horn. And then she's all like, "Are you going to be okay?" And he's like, "I guess so," or whatnot. And so he goes away and this one, before they kill, because they're going to kill him. And she's all like, "Don't do it." She's like, you know, I can't remember what she says, but then Sid's all like, "Yeah, if you kill him, you've got a problem with his mother. And she's a huge crime lord. So you don't want that, right?" And so they just cut off his horn. And what's his face is all like, "Why did you save him?" And I can't remember what she says. She's like, you know, there's good in everybody or whatever. It's that kind of crap and everything. And I'm like, okay, whatever. He's going to be an issue sometime. I betcha. And everything. So then that's where the episode ends. Now we'll leave it right there because that's right there. There we go. So this is the thing. The episode wasn't bad. By all means, it wasn't bad. The animation was good. The story was, you know, I mean, a little overdone in my opinion, but it wasn't bad. It's just my thing about this show is, and I'm constantly battling with myself because I love this universe so much. I love Star Wars. I know my office is Harry Potter, but I have so much Star Wars stuff. Mostly the old stuff, none of the new stuff. But I just I love Star Wars. It's so great. I can't wait to pass on all of my my tchotchkes and knickknacks to my kids because I know they're gonna love it and everything. But yeah, I wish I could get excited about the show. I really do. I really do. It bums me out that I'm not like freaking out about this show and how much I love it. But I can't help it. Like you can't fix what's broken. That's not how that saying goes. Anyways, it doesn't even matter. But you know, I really do want this show to do well because a small piece of me, even though I don't like love the show, I kind of want a season 2. Like right now I'm all like, if you said, would you like a season 2? I'd be like, yeah, I want a season 2 because I want to see how what they do to further along the story. So that's my thing. I want more, but I want more of something else. So tell me, what did you guys think about this episode? Did you like this episode? Did you not like this episode? Are you like me and you're struggling to love the show? What were those little pixie? What did they call them? Earlings or earlylings? I don't remember. But if they're in the Star Wars universe, leave a link to like the fan wiki and everything, so I can go look them up and everything because I was kind of interested in those. And yeah, all that good stuff. You can go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go and hit that like button. You know, I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys next week on my Bad Batch breakdown and review. You guys have a good week. May the force be with you. Bye.